Okay, well, good morning. Thank you so much. Happy Friday, everybody. Oh my gosh. Well, in lieu of Annie Schwartz, and she's not being able to be on today, I am just delighted and very grateful that you all are here, knowing she's not. So I am just so thankful for you guys. I am not as savvy on the computer with her, so I don't have fancy slides. However, I have some really cool content I want to share with you. But in lieu of Annie's gratefulness and how she always starts, it is true as we start showing up every morning and seeing your beautiful faces, I smile, and so many of you feel the same way. And so I do want to share my grateful three. And first and foremost is you. I'm so grateful for you that you're here this morning. I'm grateful, number two, for us, that we get to just be together every morning and start our day. It really does help, get our mindset in the right place. And three, I'm just grateful that everybody's willing to show up and grow. And that is so huge, in personal growth, whether it be in relationship marketing or corporate America. The fact that you are willing to show up, to go up, I just so appreciate and so grateful. So we're continuing on with game planning, and so many of you know that what it takes to game plan. And so I'm not going to go over the game plan. You can go to the regional and learn that, and you can be with your sponsor and learn that. But what I really wanted to do is sort of get into the psychology of some of this stuff. And so what we're going to go over is plan, do, review. And some of you might know that, might sound familiar because it came from Eric Worre. And I just recently was on a seminar with him a couple weeks ago. And so I was going over my notes, and I thought, let's talk about that since it's a game plan. But first we need to plan, right? And so I thought, okay, so what does the word plan mean? There's two ways to look at it. The noun definition is an intention or a decision about what one is going to do. So that's cool. I kind of thought that's kind of what we do when we game plan, right? We decide on what we're going to do. The verb definition is to decide on. Okay, so yep, that is a big thing in my opinion, because we can talk about a game plan, we can share how to do a game plan, we can train on what to do, but until somebody decides to want to make that happen and see enough value in it to build their business, that's where the beginning starts, right? So we have to learn planning and if we're going to decide if we're going to, because nothing happens until I decide. Now, the game plan also has a definition. The noun definition is a carefully thought out strategy or course of action. So I thought, God, that just excited me, because I decide every day to plan my course of action. And I think as entrepreneurs, business owners, people who want to grow, just like everybody on here, do that. And I really wanted to make a conscious, intentional comment to say we are responsible ourselves for making that decision every single day. Now, some days we decide not to. That's okay. But let me ask you something. For those of you who have a job, a 9-to-5, corporate, whatever it is, let me ask you, do you make a conscientious plan to get to your job every single day? Probably. I remember when I was working for somebody else, I remember I had to set the alarm clock the night before. I remember I had to think about what I was wearing. I remember I had to get up early. I remember I had to make sure I had my lunch packed. There are lots of times I took my lunch. I remember I had to, make sure that I showed up on time. Oh my gosh. It was like crazy. I couldn't wear open-toe shoes at a certain job, so I had to plan on making sure my closed-toe shoes were clean. So isn't it funny how we plan for somebody else's future, but sometimes we don't for our own? And that's why it's so important to make a conscientious decision to plan, do, review every day for ourselves. And the best part, you guys, is that's all we have to do first, is just decide. Because when you do decide to show up, Miriam has the blueprint for our success. We don't have to come up with the content of what we have to do necessarily, because the tools and the blueprint is set. It's like we get to go and show up in our office and have a gorgeous engineered blueprint success roadmap for us. We have to decide to show up, get to that roadmap, and make it work. So deciding. It's interesting that people are willing to work for somebody else, build a legacy for somebody else, but aren't willing for 40 years, but aren't willing to build their own business for, 1 to 4 years. I mean, that's what we have. Maybe it'll take 5 years. Maybe it'll take 10. I know for a fact that this business is going to take us. I know for a fact that the snippets that are going to be shown at conference are going to take us to the next level, but we have to decide. So here's what I'm going to talk to you. I get a lot of calls from brand partners who ask me, will I please get them going again? Will you please inspire me? Will you train me on what I need? I'm ready to get back in the driver's seat. You guys, all we have to do is decide. Get back to the basics. Now, here's our plan. Number one, here's a plan that we need to do, is choose. This is simple, okay? Like I said, I'm not going to give you a game plan, because like I said, you can learn that at regional. You can talk to your sponsor about that. But here's some simple steps for you to do to plan today, if you decide, is choose either your personal before and after pictures, or go to somebody else's Facebook page, could be Miriam International, or a friend's before and after, somebody's couple pictures of your favorite before and afters, and choose to send them to about 10 people. Okay? Super simple. And what you want to say is, oh my gosh, these are my friends' results. Do you know anyone who could benefit from this? Oh my gosh, that's all you need to do. But it's simple not to do. So again, it's the slight edge, right? I often think to myself when I'm planning and deciding every single day, you guys, I go through this too. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. But what scares me the most is not doing it and showing up for somebody else's dream and having to go through. I was with a brand partner over the weekend, and did I tell you this? I wasn't sure if I told you this. She was with another company. Well, she had taken on another job, quit that job because she goes, oh my gosh, to be told when she can have so many cups of coffee and when to take a break. And she goes, I'm going back to my nearing business and I'm going to go work it, because we have the ability to go create, but we have to make it happen. So number two, when we're planning, is choose 2 to 4 names on your list to connect with. Just choose the night before. These are the 2 I'm going to talk to. These are the 4 I'm going to connect with, and connect. Is it on Facebook? Is it to make a call? Is it a sorority sister? Connect. Is it, hey, it's been so long, let's go have coffee. Oh my gosh, I've got something new. Oh my gosh, I have this bottle, looking for a home. It would mean the world to me if you checked it out. You guys, I am one of those that never was going to do this business ever again. I am one of those that said no to my friend who shared the bottle. I was a brat. I was mean. I was horrible. I didn't want new skincare products. I didn't want to go to a meeting, but she stuck with the process. She believed in me and she knew I would love it. And so she just stuck with me, pleasantly persistent. And I'm so thankful. After she realized I did like the bottle, she shared the next event. And that was the Real Results Party. I didn't want to, but I said, heck, I'll go sign up as a customer. I got there and saw the culture. And I love this culture. I love the people. And that's what we just need to do, is choose 2 people and get them to the next event. Number 3, plan and decide on maxing out the comp plan. Guys, this is the blueprint to success. We don't have to guess what we have to do. We just have to do it. And that's 9 minimum preferred customers. If you are getting your products for free, congratulations. Several of you got product last month for free, the youth factor for not only getting to 3-year free, congratulations, but getting 3 more, congratulations. But I encourage you to max out the 9, because when Jeff Olson launched this program several years back, I knew exactly what he was doing. Not only was he helping you earn more money with commissions, getting out to more faces for great prospect possibilities, but this is our protection, you guys. This industry is known to have more distributors than customers, and that puts these companies in jeopardy. So what Jeff decided to do was to protect our future, to make sure that we have now, if not more, 10 customers to 1 distributor. That is our ratio. And so that's why Miriam continues to be in the light of the industry of the Direct Selling Association, to be awarded the badge to be part of the DSA. That's a very difficult process. Not every company gets to be part of that. So I share these stats with you so that you can be proud to be part of this. And so you need to, as the owner of your business, max out the comp plan at 9+. When you have 9 customers, you're going to get paid a higher percentage in commission. All right. When you don't have 9 customers, once you hit it one time, it stays with you at that level. Sometimes we lose a customer. Maybe they move, maybe they delay, maybe they decide they can't afford it and they come back on later, whatever it is. If you fall back to 7 PCs, you are still going to get paid at the 9 PC level. Okay, so that is very, very important that you're maxing that out. Of course, maxing out the 3-year free. However, make sure you are ordering your max amount every month, because when you order your max amount, which is $270, and your team is maxing out for $270 worth of products for $995, you guys, you're maxing it out. I mean, that's crazy for not taking advantage of that. If you don't understand it, please get with your sponsor to learn how to do that, because when you can max out the bucket and your team is maxing out and you're getting all that product for $10 a month and you're utilizing that product for building your legacy or giving it to somebody for free or giving it to somebody as a gift, those are the tools that we're maxing out every month. So not only you have your 3 customers to get your products for $995, but you're maxing out the $270 a month, all right? So where, when, and why are we planning and deciding to do our next Real Results Party? You guys, we are constantly talking about the fun. When we started and we continue to do this, our Real Results Parties are so much fun. And again, I'm a result of a Real Results Party, right? It doesn't have to be 20. It doesn't have to be 10. It could be 2 to 3 Real Results Parties, you guys. It could be 2 to 3 people. Have fun. Make sure you let your guests know, but bring a friend. Make sure you don't come alone. This is all about fun. People need fun, you guys. This is 1995 when I agreed to go to my first event in the Mary Kay days, and I went with my arms crossed. I was closed to the opportunity when no way was I ever going to do that business. That was for stay-home mommies. I had a university degree. I was all that. I wasn't having fun. I didn't drive a free car. I wasn't sharing and giggling and laughing and driving around the room with a fake steering wheel because these people were driving free, right? And that's when my career started. In 1995 with Mary Kay, because they were having fun. I left that. Guess what? There are thousands, hundreds and thousands of people that aren't having fun. Talk to people. Be a master asker, as Annie's always saying. Become interested, not interesting. Ask them questions. Oh my gosh, you are a fabulous server here at the Cheesecake Factory. You must love your job. 99.9% of the people say, are you kidding me? I'm looking for something else. Oh my gosh, I wish I loved it. I'm here for 7 years. I have nothing else. I got kids. Be interested. Share. We're having so much fun. Give me your information and I'll send you some info to show you, this might be something you're interested in. So where? You guys talked about, some fun places. I'm just going to throw out some ideas because now it's summertime, the sun is shining, people are out and about. Obviously poolside, obviously Starbucks, obviously Panera Bread, right? Sit down, go have a glass of wine. But here's some ideas that I was coming up with. Don't laugh, don't judge. So for all our products, beauty and bubbles. Go have some champagne. Why not? Have fun. Bring out the champagne. Beauty and bubbles, right? For all the products. How about wine and wrinkles? For eye gel, hydrogel, our eye serum, and the night cream. Wine and wrinkles. How about heating up your inner beauty? Heating up your inner beauty. It's summertime, youth factor parties. We are heating up the furnace, the mitochondria in our cell. That's what you're going to be talking about, okay? What about sizzling summer skin tips? Sizzling summer skin tips. You're going to share how they can not be so dry, in the humidity, and not be so wrinkly, and not be so tired, and to be more clear with EHT. And then 24-hour glow. How about that one? I loved that one. You guys, you need to know that our day cream has hyaluronic acid in it. And that is one of the top active quality 6 ingredients that we have incorporated into that product that most other products don't have on the market. Most other products have maybe 2 to 4. We have 6 active ingredients in that product, and that's one of them, and that's the ingredient that people are looking for to get that glow back. So know that about your products. 24-hour glow. Okay, so last but not least, why? You want to share your why at your RRP and why you are having people over at all these great ideas, because it would mean the world to me that you just come on over and check it out, and let's have fun, because I have discovered a way to really build a strong, solid retirement for our family, and it would mean the world for me that you come. The U economy, I'm going to share with you some wonderful facts about our economy that we all need to learn about. Whether this is for you or not, that's fine. Whether you buy or not, it's totally fine. So share that why, okay? And then how many RRPs weekly? How many 3-way calls weekly? So we plan. Now let's talk about the do. How many bottles out, bottles in? How many follow-ups? How many? You guys plan your do. Plan it, decide it, plan it out. Because if you plan it, you'll work it. You can't work it if it's not planned. You can't start a day without looking at your plan. You guys, working from home is very distracting. The calls, the laundry, the kids, everything's coming up, and the distractions occur. I cannot tell you how many times do you go to your phone and you go to text somebody, and the message that you were going to send yesterday, last week, is still sitting there, right? Lori Bell's laughing because we had a distraction, right? Oh, so many things happen. But when you have your plan and you're looking at it and you know what to do, you've got your David Bird. You've got your plan of action. This is my July. You're going to make it happen. You're going to set the time to figure out how many RPs am I going to have this week? I have 3 this week. How many 3-way calls am I going to do weekly? I make sure I do 2 weekly calls personally. actually 3 a week. I have to make time to do that for me personally, because I'm so busy and I'm making time for everybody. And don't get me wrong, I love that. But I'm building my team too. How many bottles out, bottles in? I make a plan. I make a conscientious effort to make sure my bottles are out so that I can go get bottles in. That's how I built my business. Follow-ups. Key to success is in the follow-up. Jim Rohn tells us all the time, you guys, don't be afraid. Get yourself out of the equation. If you are afraid, then it's all about you, and this business isn't about you. It's about them. And if there's 3 things that are going to happen. They're going to say no, they're going to say not interested, and they're going to say yes. So I encourage you to embrace those responses, because it's part of your equation to success, even the no's. Because when somebody tells me they haven't had enough no's, when they go, oh my gosh, this business doesn't work. It's just not happening for me fast enough, Karen. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Well, how many no's have you got? Well, what do you mean? I mean, how many no's have you got? Well, not really that many. I mean, just 3. That's why I don't think it's going to work. No, you got to get 20, and you got to embrace it, and you got to thank it. You got to go, yes, thank you for that no, because I'm out there following up, because I'm out there knowing that it's not for everybody. Because I know when I walk into a department store, I walk out of that department store many, many times without purchasing. Does that mean that Nordstrom's is going to close? It doesn't work? Their business model is not successful because I walked out not buying? Oh, for heaven's sakes, no. Okay? So plan and do and review. Why am I doing this? What scares me more, like I said, is corporate America. And that's when I review it, and that's when I get back to my plan and I do my work. So plan your work to work your plan. Decide on your intention, decision on about what you are going to do, and let's go make it happen. So I'm going to open it up, you guys. Unmute yourself if you have any questions. Otherwise, thank you.
You're amazing. Thank you so much.
How do I unmute you guys?
Love you, Katie.
Unmute all.
Thank
You
you.
guys, go out and make it a great day. Go plan, do
Thank
review.
you so much, Karen.
Karen, I have a
Karen.
question.
Yes.
Thank you, Karen.
Okay, we got that thing on the email yesterday about the no 3-year free for the PC starting August 1st, and something about you have your customers have 175 PV or whatever it was. Can you kind of explain that?
You know what? I apologize because I heard it late last night and I did not take a look at it. So I need to review it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry about that, Sharon. I do need to.
Okay, I just, I don't want to give someone the wrong information. So, oh, well, gee, you're free, and now you're not free, you're free.
Let me take a look at that. If you want to call me in about an hour, I'll have an answer for you.
Hey, Karen,
Okay.
I called this morning about that, and they were there as unclear as we are. They got the email, and I said, are people grandfathered in? They go, I'm sorry, we don't know yet. So it's just like August 1st is the cutoff, and BPs, we get the 3-year free, but the PCs, as it said, doesn't. So I don't know that they know a lot more. But
let me tell you.
What's that 175? Like the other stuff doesn't count, or
Let me just share this that I do know, you guys, is that this is something the company didn't want to do, but they had to do. They had to implement it. And so one thing that I've learned in this industry is, and I believe in Miriam, that when something is taken away, something greater comes back. And I do know for a fact that they are taking this and putting it into another part of our comp plan, and we are all going to benefit from it.
Oh, okay, so, then I won't even bother. Won't even bother. Okay, thanks.
So we're pioneering with Jeff Olson, being your brand partner with him. Ann, you had a question, or you had to.
Bless you. I'm just going to say that the ones going to conference will definitely find out. They'll let us know for sure. I asked about it. The 175 is not, just like Susie said, they're not going to take away 3 years free from us. But the 175 is kind of like if you look at NLC, there were regulation requirements. And so you'll have, you'll need to have PCs that have $175 worth. Like we've always done, at least an 80 or whatever, because otherwise we've got people that are sitting at $45 on a youth factor pack. That's not even qualified, and so they'll do that. You'll still get paid on your customers no matter what
Where's Claudia
you
moving?
give us, but to be 3 years free, they're going to have to run regulations on it. And
Okay.
I'm sure they'll explain before they shoot it out to us completely, and I'm sure they will explain it on stage as well, hopefully.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hey, Karen.
Yes.
So yeah, just my take on this, which I'm really excited about this going away August 1st, because when I look at my entire organization, anytime a customer got close to being 3-year free, we were upgrading them to business partner anyway. And so it's not like it's going to be a huge impact on our customer base. Of course, they still are going to have their great discount loyalty program. But the great part is now we can actually promote, well, hey, if you do want your products for free, join the business and look at becoming an upgrade to business partner. And guess what? It's a write-off. Like, why pay for your health and wellness and anti-aging products if you don't have to? So that's my take, and I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I'm
concerned about 105.
And on top of that, Susan, I want to add, I've always believed in too, that when you do give, hey, look, it's a brand partner, awesome, right? Is a business owner to get our products for $10 a month, hey, that's awesome. And that is a benefit. But when you are sharing for free to somebody who's not interested in the opportunity, to me, it cheapens the product.
Agreed.
So, I've been around skincare for a long time, you guys, and I've just shared this with Jeff. I giggle about it. I said the product is priced too low, because when a woman wants good skincare, they believe, even men believe, that if it's not expensive, it's not good. And so, not only is it price really low, but then to offer it for free, it's like, So, yes, it was great for the time being, but when you look at it on, both sides, I'm really looking forward to the benefits that we're. So awesome. Thanks for
Something greater's coming, that's for sure. I agree, Susan and Karen. So cool. I'm excited.
You guys, something big is coming.
Yeah.
So, very exciting.
Yep.
All right. All right, with that, have a safe weekend, you guys. We'll see you all at your regionals. Those of you who are out of town, if not, I'll see you in Long Beach. I'm excited to give you squeezes.
Thank you, Aunt.
All
Thank you,
right,
Karen.
see you tomorrow.
Thank you, Karen.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Thank you. See you tomorrow. Bye.